Hey everyone, Musto0063 back again for the final time in this I Want to Be the Boshy playthrough. And we're back on hard on mode, and I thought just for the sake of it, I'd just show that despite the message coming up, you can just completely skip this fight. So if you do come to this stage and you feel like you've got yourself trapped into a fight that you can't possibly win, you can get out of it. No. Or maybe yes. Maybe we should go into that boss again. So yeah, this is the epilogue video, and yeah, well, to start off with, did you watch my Sonic Survival video? If not, why not? Go, do it now, then come back. Seen it now? Good. Right. Wow. Holy moly. How can I best describe what happened there? I said I had a kind of long history with with Sonic. Quite a very long history. That video game challenge, the Sonic Survival, the run I've just posted, was around just over, depending on what point you take the starting point, 9.5 minutes. The previous record was about 4 minutes 40, so that was about twice as long. I have no words. I just cannot believe that something like that actually happened, that I could do that. I remember watching the 4 minute 40 run, and just in absolute stunned silence and awe at that attempt, thinking, how on earth could someone survive for that long on the Sonic boss? I mentioned way back when I started this game, I practically rage quit the game on average mode because I couldn't get the hang of Sonic's patterns. But as I say, I started to get better at it, and I saw the video game challenge, and I thought, you know, I'm getting a bit better on Sonic. Shall I just maybe have a go at this? Not necessarily to try and get anywhere near beating the record, but just thought, you know, I'll maybe see how long I can go. So I got maybe through 2 waves. By the way, a wave I'm kind of counting here as the point at which Sonic kind of moves around the screen, and Eggman, Robotnik, whatever you want to call him, is dropping bombs, and the end of the wave being the end of the ring attack, when Tails comes flying in. After that point, the pattern repeats, so that's what I'm counting as a wave. I maybe got through 2 waves a couple of times, 2.5 waves, maybe even 3 waves a couple of times. The 4 minute 40 run is pretty much 5 successful waves. The one I've just posted was getting through 10 waves, and then rather irritatingly dying by jumping straight into him. Yeah, my hands were starting to cramp there. I must admit, I completely misjudged the arc that Sonic was travelling at, and I got twitchy. And unfortunately, when I get twitchy, I tend to hit the jump button. So, yep, I jumped straight up into him. It seems a really, really disappointing way to end that, end such a run. But I can't complain. 9.5 minutes is just. I say I'm just stunned. I have a huge grin on my face right now as I'm even speaking about it. It's just, I can't quite believe it. Yeah, I'm kind of lost for words at the moment. Anyway, it would be good if that record could stand for a little while. the 4 minute 40 run or near thereabouts has stood for quite a while. So yeah, it would be nice if mine could stand for a little while. I have no intention of trying to better it if it does get beaten. If anyone out there beats it, hats off to you. I concede. You're better than me. You have more patience than me. Yeah, if you beat it, well, bloody well done. And yeah, I will concede. I have no intention of trying to beat it. 2 reasons. One, I really do love that boss. Now, I think it's a fantastic boss. I love fighting it. And I wouldn't want to get angry on it in trying to beat it, because it's that kind of thing just going to happen 1 in a million times, and I think if I try and better it, try and replicate it, whatever, I'll just get angry on that boss, and I don't want to do that. Second reason, my recording software at the moment, cutting out the way it does after 6-7 minutes makes it practically impossible for me to do it. I can't have it cutting out after 6-7 minutes in the middle on that fight, because, well, the length of the last video was 10 minutes pretty much, including the getting him into supersonic phase. So I can't actually record the full fight, which is obviously no good at all. Thankfully, this was long before I had all my recording problems. I mean, can you imagine if that attempt had not saved successfully? It would be unfair to the universe that video had not saved. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this. That's I think all I want to say on the supersonic fight, the Sonic Survival fight. I'd like to take the remainder of this video to talk about the game as a whole. Right, so the game as a whole. What are my thoughts? Well, you probably already know, but let me just kind of do a run through. Gameplay, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Tricky, difficult, but not so difficult to the point where you want to smash your head in with various heavy blunt instruments. Yeah, really kind of interesting stage designs with some fun kind of gimmicks. Lots of kind of variability in the worlds you go to, the kind of the areas you go to. A long game as well, so there's tons of areas to conquer and make your way through. So yeah, terrific gameplay. Graphics, well, amazing. There's some kind of a charm about the original. I Want to Be the Guy, and so that is the charm of the original. Nothing against the game. I say it's brilliant, and say the graphics don't necessarily need to be the best out there for that game. That game has its own special charm of being the original and being the wonderful game it is as itself. But the graphics in this game just kind of elevate that to a completely new standard. Everything is just visually presented absolutely beautifully, absolutely wonderfully. It's got the kind of whole visual package. The music, amazing. One of the best soundtracks of a game that I've played that I can think of. That includes the stage music, the boss music, the CDs that you can unlock. Terrific, fun little quirky CDs that you can unlock. So speaking of CDs, I suppose moving on to the unlockables and the achievements you can get. And with the unlockables come the kind of secret items. Things like the music mixer and the scouter and all those little quirky things as well that just round out the game really well. The characters, I mean, what a cast and array of characters you can play as. So many to unlock. One thing I've not really kind of shown off too much, the character creation that you can do. You can create your own character, choose your sprites, choose the bullets, choose the shape and size of things. Add your own music or theme music, I think, to the character, and have that kind of play while you're playing through the level. A fantastic little gimmick for the game for everyone to enjoy. Another thing that I've not actually, it would be very difficult to do on a solo playthrough, is the co-op mode. As far as I'm aware, this is one of the very first, if not the first, to have a co-op mode on its game, and what a phenomenal idea that is. If you've got friends, or not even, well, sorry, not to offend anybody to say you haven't got any friends, but if you're kind of signed up on the system and you started a co-op, then you can just start one up with anybody. Someone can come in and try and join in as well. And that's a fantastic little thing to have in the game. Side note, I actually maybe will do one of those with a friend. I will probably wait until he posts his own Boshy Let's Play. I'm pretty sure he will. So I kind of like to wait for that so he can go through the game and give his own kind of take on the game and all that. But yeah, maybe after he's done one, and I say pretty sure he will. Yeah, we might get together and record a Carp LP. So that could be quite fun. Moving on to probably the only thing I can possibly think that would make someone dislike the game, or would cause someone to hate this game as much as people seem to, and that's the difficulty. Despite possibly sensing some irritation in my voice for a few bits, Solgren and Cheetah Boss, understandable. I hope you could agree. Aside from a couple of bits, let's say they, however irritated I might have seemed on that, they certainly didn't ruin my enjoyment doing this playthrough. And I would compare that, as I said before, whinging about the difficulty on these kind of games on the I Want to Be the series just seems unnecessary. To an extent. As an example, and yeah, I'll maybe kind of quote the example of "I want to see you suffer" as being the line for me. The creator of that, from what I've heard from other people who've done Let's Plays and what I've kind of read on the blogs, is that he's deliberately made "I Want to See You Suffer" just for the sole purpose of watching people's souls getting crushed and driving people insane. So, yeah, I have no intention of playing something that perhaps where the difficulty is just at such a ridiculous spike as "I Want to See You Suffer." That, for me, is kind of where the line is being drawn. This game is nowhere near the line. This game is so far behind the line. The line is a dot, Boshy. It doesn't even compare. So, yeah. Very recently, I've actually seen the creator of the original game, I Want to Be the Guy, who actually said that this was... I Want to Be the Boshy was... I hope I'm not misquoting him here, I don't think I am, was, in his opinion, the only good fan game to I Want to Be the Guy. So to all those out there who hate this game, just let that settle in, that quote. This is the only good fan game, and that's from the creator of the original game. Personally, I'd have to disagree, but not because I hate this game. I do think there are some actually really other good fan games out there. I Want to Kill the Guy, although it's not finished. I Want to Be the Galaxy, and I Want to Be Like Brysolf, just to name three. I may likely actually end up doing Let's Plays of some, or maybe even all of those games at some point. But yeah, for the creator of the original to say that this is possibly the only good fan game out there, yeah, I think that kind of should give some indication of the stellar quality that this game is. For me, this takes the original and just propels the series into a completely new level. So thank you, Solgren, for making this fantastic, amazing game, and apologies for the unfair and undeserved criticism I think comes your way. That's pretty much it. I hope you've all enjoyed this Let's Play. I've certainly had a load of fun making it. I knew from the from early on I wanted to be the Boshy was going to be my first LP. I love the game. I wanted to do it first. But with it being my first LP, I obviously don't have any experience of doing this kind of thing. So this whole thing could have sucked. Hopefully it didn't. Hopefully you found it entertaining. But if it did suck in your opinion, please do comment. Tell me why. If you can help me improve, my performance in these kind of things, then do please free to offer suggestions, etc. Do feel free to ask me questions. I appreciate I might have come across a bit as a closed book in this Let's Play, and not talk so much about me. Perhaps I had to do a little bit more of that in future Let's Plays, but without kind of distracting too much from the game. But yeah. Thank you to everyone who's watched any of these videos. If you stuck around for the whole thing, you're an absolute star. Thank you so much. So yeah, this has been I Want to Be the Boshy, and this is Musto0063 signing off for the final time. Cheers, guys.